Military Police Station. Sergeant Martin speaking. May I help you, sir?
This is First Sergeant Hankins, Headquarters Company, U.S. Army Garrison. Look, we got a possible murder here in the unit. I've already called for a doctor and an ambulance a few minutes ago.
A violent crime or death means that CID special agents will be called to the crime scene immediately. A competent crime scene investigation demands specialized training, an understanding of basic procedures, and close attention to detail while carrying them out. During the initial phases of processing the crime scene, the critical tasks were performed in a logical and systematic manner. These included initial notification, verifying the crime scene as reported, noting weather conditions, identification of persons at the scene, setting up crime scene security, and initial observation of the crime scene. The absence of signs of life were immediately verified and procedures coordinated with the doctor. The scene was photographed and documented in the photo log and sketch. Overall observations were recorded. The crime scene was measured, evidence triangulated, and the data recorded. Evidence was collected, identified, preserved, and accounted for. The body was processed and accompanied to the morgue. And finally, rechecks of the immediate crime scene were conducted until the results were negative. After thoroughly processing the interior crime scene, where Specialist Williams was found, apparently shot to death, CID Special Agents Franklin and Bruce are ready to process beyond the immediate scene. The window could have been used as a possible route by the perpetrator.
Right, I'll take the camera and get the floodlight from the vehicle.
Good.
The sequence of any crime scene search depends on the particular circumstances, such as the security difficulties, oncoming darkness, and changing weather conditions. This may require investigators to begin searching beyond the crime scene immediately after rendering aid to injured persons or confirming death and verifying the crime scene. In this case, with security established from the outset and stable weather, the investigators chose to process the interior scene first. But even at night, scene investigators should make every reasonable effort to locate evidence outside. Waiting until daylight may put any evidence found in legal jeopardy. Also, rain, wind, or other natural events could change or destroy evidence. In any case, the investigators will keep the scene secured and conduct their final search during daylight. A detailed search is made along any possible path of flight where the perpetrator may have discarded evidence. If assistance is needed in the search itself, everyone participating is briefed on what sort of evidence is being sought, how it may have been hidden, and what to do and not to do if anything is found. Suspected evidence is never touched or moved. The first action is to secure the area and inform the crime scene investigator. There are several methods of search: the strip, the grid, the circle, and the zone or sector search. The senior agent in charge will determine which method of search will be used. For this area, the strip search has been selected. In a large outdoor space such as this, it's advisable to divide the area into strips about 4 feet wide. The searcher then sweeps back and forth across each strip.
There's some footprints in the soft soil here. We can get impressions of these. Not much fine detail, so plaster repair should be good enough.
Okay.
Hello everyone, this is Stephen McPeters along with Stephanie Kill, and I am interviewing her on behalf of Group 2 in Human Resource Management class. Okay, Stephanie, what do you love about your job?
I pretty much love being able to help with investigators on cases and just pretty much solving a lot of problem solving with it, and that's what I enjoy.
What wanted you to be a evidence tech?
TV shows.
A lot of NCI shows, huh?
Yes.
Okay, but where did you get your, is it bachelor's or master's?
I have my bachelor's. When I first started, I didn't have a degree. I did on-job training, And as I was doing that, I continued to go to school to get my bachelor's in forensics science.
Okay. So what comes with the job duties?
Well, really, I do a lot of going to, well, not exactly going to crime scenes, but say someone that was unfortunately killed in war or anything in a battle. If we just only had a foot, I have to go under investigation and collect DNA or anything like that to determine who that military personnel was, and that way we can report it to family. And
Okay, that's good. So, okay, let me try to figure out how to say this. Well, what is I guess, is it KAs?
KSA.
KSAs, yeah.
For my KSA, I really had to have strong communication skills, because we have to, sometimes we have to go to the military court, and unfortunately there are times where crimes are committed on the military base. So I have to be able to propose the evidence to to determine if someone was guilty or non-guilty.
Okay, okay. Has there, well, let me say, how long have you been in there?
I've been doing this for about 4 years now.
4 years? Okay. So has there been any, like, John Does? Have you ever, like, haven't determined who a person was?
Oh, okay. No, not yet, and I hope I don't get to that situation. So far, we've been able to, determine who is who as far as our military, as far as our military group. There has been times where if we were under attack or anything, we go to the crime scene, and we try to do as much as we can, find some kind of fingerprints or something left behind or anything, and to see if we can pull them up into our system and figure out who of what country or whatever did the attack.
Okay. But is it common or rare for there to be John Does?
No, there's not.
Okay, so, okay, it's rare or not?
It's not rare.
Oh, it's not rare. Okay. So, so where do you work?
Right now, I go, I travel a lot from different military bases. So right now I am between here in Houston, going back and forth in Houston to just do more studying right now. I'm not really active.
Okay. So, you was telling me before the interview started, you was telling me that you have a child. So is that really, how does that play a part in everything? Because I know some nights you might not be there, for them and stuff like that. And, is it hard on you or for your family and stuff?
Not necessarily, because I'm able to plan ahead. I know when I have to leave to go to Houston, or I'm getting deployed to go somewhere for, across the country. So I have very supportive family members that are able to care for him and watch over him while I'm gone off to work. And it's a great deal of money, so I'm able to send some money. Yeah.
So, to the video that I showed you earlier, it was a video of the, I guess, 1990s evidence tech. is there anything that, really changed over time? Or, I know technology changed for you guys a lot, and you know, is it?
Definitely, yeah. Technology, it helps improve the accuracy of the investigation. Um, but I mean, as far as like with technology and the growth of more people becoming, evidence technicians and everything, and the the ability to be able to become an evidence technician has changed. We also have more responsibilities, um, being an evidence technician than they did back in the 80s and 90s and everything. So not much change, but there was a few things here and there that didn't make a difference.
Okay, but I know you wasn't a evidence tech in the 90s though.
Yeah.
But so your sleep pattern, how much sleep do you get a night?
I pretty much get I get I get enough sleep. It don't really mess up my sleeping because we have like a schedule where it's kind of set as far as being active and going to work. It's pretty set. We're not working crazy hours, so um, sleeping is fine.
Okay. And how many people? Because I was always, I thought to myself that a few minutes ago that do you guys have like I guess, what is it? Staff of evidence techs?
Or like with being multiple evidence technicians.
Yeah, like
Oh.
rotating shifts and stuff like that.
Yeah. There's quite a few of us. With the group of people that I work with, I would say it's probably about 5 to 10 of us.
Okay. So have you ever, I guess, not placed the right name on a person?
Oh, like confusing someone?
Yeah, because I know that you guys have like dog tags, that you can identify somebody, but if there's no dog tag, if there's no dog tag, that I guess simplifies, that actually, identifies a person.